Hey guys, I will tell you today more about cryptocurrency platform liquidity, how to solve it, and what is actually market makers and how to choose the right liquidity provider. Hi guys, I will tell you today more about cryptocurrency exchange liquidity and actually how to solve this issue easily. So let's assume that you just launched your own cryptocurrency system and you actually receive your first registered users. When this user register on the system and open market page, what he actually will see. For the first thing, he will choose trading pairs. Let's assume that it is BTC to USD. And the next thing what he will see, it is order book. With the new platform, it is obviously that order book will be empty for both sides. Buy and sell. His first thought will be, is it a scam platform or is it real? Can I trust it or no? And actually, the system brings some fear to this user. To solve it, you have to provide liquidity for this user, for the system. So, what options we have for the liquidity? It is actually two things. The first thing, it is sharing liquidity with external exchanges or using third-party providers, and the second option is local market makers. So I will tell you more now about external liquidity and how to use it, what is pros and cons. In this case, let's say that we will connect your system to Binance. As you know, Binance is a quite familiar, quite popular platform, and for the same trading pairs like BTC to USD. By the way, they recently announced that you can buy cryptocurrency with credit cards. So this is real and legit trading pair. For this pair, we will have about 5 or 10,000 orders, and with the current exchange rate, it is like 3,400, and let's go for the buy. For the sell, they also have a huge order book. And so on. So if you connect your system to Binance or other exchanges or even third-party providers, this literally means that we synchronize your platform with their platform. And in this case, if order appears on Binance, this order will appear onto your system. And so on. The same is for sell side. I have to say that this mechanism works on both sides. From your platform to Binance and from Binance to your platform. This means if user A user creates an order for sell side with, let's say, price 80, this exact order will appear onto your system almost immediately. If your user your platform create an order for sell or for buy, let's say user B for this means this order will also appear here. So we sync your system with Binance, and the same order will appear on your system. You have exactly the same liquidity, and for this case, like for this pair, we can have liquidity for about 5, 10, 15,000 BTC per day. What is the pros and cons in this mechanism? The first thing, the advantage, it is we can set up as much as possible different external liquidity providers. Binance, Poloniex, and other exchanges, and so on. The second thing, we can have very huge volume of liquidity. Now let's say about disadvantages. So the first thing it is you have very limited access to trading pairs. We cannot take liquidity for all the possible trading pairs, but only for these pairs that Binance provides. If, for example, you launched your own token or cryptocurrency and listed it onto your own exchange, we cannot put the liquidity from Binance because obviously this token is only in your system. So only trading pairs that external system provides. The second disadvantage is all of these exchanges, all of these external platforms, they have their own fees. And in case of Binance, they have about 0.25% per transaction. This means that once we sync with the platform, and if your user interacts with these orders, you have to pay 0.25% to Binance only for using their services. It's obviously quite good for Binance, but not for you. However, you can solve this by increasing transaction fee, for example, up to 0.5 or to 1%. You have range with this, and actually this will be your profit, so you will not lose anything. The third thing it is any external providers, they have limitation. You cannot pull and push all possible orders from and to Binance. If you have very huge volume of your own users, like let's say 10,000 or 50,000 daily, Binance simply will close your account and you have to contact Binance support in case of resolving technical issues. So it's technical issues. Now let's say about market makers, the another solution. So with the market maker, you don't have to connect your system to any other systems. And in this case, you don't need Binance nor the order books. What is market makers and why actually do you need this? Market makers, this is artificial trading bots that are working on behalf of users' account. They provide liquidity on both sides, on buy and sell directions, and work with spread. In our system, we provide spread, market makers. We provide spread by default +3 to +10%. But this spread is actually adjustable and you can put from 0% to 100 to even 1000%. How exactly it works? Once you launch your system, you have empty order book. And once we turn on market makers, they fill it. We can put 5,000, 10,000, few hundreds, few thousand, it doesn't matter, of orders. Current exchange rate is, for BTC to USD, is about 3,500. If market maker works by default values, so this means we have +3 on both directions, +3 and -3. So for buy order is going to be 365, and for sell is 335. Here how it will look. This is the first initial order, and all other up to the spread. And so on. For the north directions, as we see, this spread quite important. And what is benefits of using it? So if user A, user B interacts with your system once you only have market makers by market order. Market order. This means system will have to fill his order by using the best ones. And he will close this, and for example, this order. By using this mechanism, you will receive profit from about plus 3%. And this is actually the first benefit of using market makers. Advantages. Market makers, MM, provides profit. You can make money only using market makers. Second thing, if you launched your own coin or your own cryptocurrency or token, and you want obviously to represent and list it into your exchange, market makers provide liquidity for any coin or any trading pairs you can imagine. Any coin and pair. If we can do this, we can provide liquidity for 500, 5,000 BTC in equivalent, of course, to this token. What is the disadvantages of this system? The first thing, you have to have your own reserves or token shareholders reserves, because even though this market makers works artificially, no one external users knows that this actually provides liquidity. I mean, that this order was by provider of market makers, or it was created or by real user. It doesn't matter for him. But what is important, that is actually, if user interacts, user B or user C, he have to fulfill this order and close it. That's why token holders have to have own reserves. Well, this is only one disadvantages of this system, and as you see, advantages is much more. However, if you want to provide just enormous amount of liquidity, we can integrate market makers together with external providers and using not only one but 5, 10, or 50 different. And you fulfill all the possible trading pairs inside of your system and provides just enormous liquidity. So now you know how to solve issues with liquidity and how to actually provide real liquidity for your own starting cryptocurrency exchange system. If you want to list your exchange into CoinMarketCap or another listings, just send me an email and I will help you with this. And don't forget to subscribe to our channel to receive even more valuable information. Thank you for your time.